You get homework help. Yep. Alright guys, last bit of homework for the math workbook this week. Let's get started right away. You should be on page number 125. And it might not look like much, but it's actually probably one of the most important pieces of homework you can do. How do you know that? Well, if you do a really good job on this, maybe, just maybe, I can give you a little bit of credit in your folder, your goal folder for it. Use what you have learned to complete this task. Draw a model to show the fraction 6/10 and two equivalent fractions. So there's a couple things we have to do here. First, we got to draw a model. And if I were you, I would start with a simple square. Why not? Why not? Boom. Now ask yourself, how many pieces need to be in this square? There needs to be 10 pieces. We know that because we see a 10 in the denominator, the bottom number of the fraction. So I would draw 5 across, not 5 lines, it's going to be 4 lines, but with my 4 lines I'll be able to make 5 different sections. And then you'll say, Mr. Graham, wait, whoa, Mr. Graham, hold on. It said to make, you said to make 10 pieces. You've only made 5. Watch. Once I make 5, I just draw a line down the middle, and now we've got 10. Though, I don't like that middle line. Let me try one more time to make it a little more centered. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a model that has 10 pieces, and that's good for the denominator. But what about the numerator? Well, we're going to need a little something more for that. We're going to need to shade in 6 pieces to get 6/10. So we shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of that gets shaded in. And that is 6/10 as a model. Now it says to make 2 equivalent fractions. It doesn't say the equivalent fractions should be a model, it just says equivalent fractions. So we have 6/10, and let's actually draw 6/10 twice. You know why? Because they want 2 equivalent fractions. And we're going to use 6/10 to make our first equivalent fraction and then our second equivalent fraction. 2 equivalent fractions. Here we go. So we can make our first equivalent fraction by multiplying. Remember, we can multiply the top and the bottom by the same thing. And I choose 2. Why do I choose 2? It's an easy number to work with. Why not? Why not make things slightly easier on yourself if you can? 6 times 2 equals 12. What's 10 times 2? That is 20. That is our first equivalent fraction, 12 over 20. That's the same thing as 6 over 10, it really is. Now, they want us to make another equivalent fraction, but you know what we can do instead of multiplying the top and the bottom? We can divide the top and the bottom. Some of you may have seen this before as reducing fractions or simplifying fractions. If not, don't freak out, it's not exactly hard. You just go, okay, what should I divide the top and the bottom by? How about 2 again? I mean, 2 won't always work, but look, 6 can be divided by 2, and so can 10. 6 divided by 2, 10 divided by 2. What is 6 divided by 2? Think about your times tables. It's 3. Your fact families, 3. 3 times 2 is 6, yeah. What is 10 divided by 2? Think about it. It's 5. That's our new equivalent fraction. 12 over 20, 3 over 5. We also made a good model, like it asked us to, of 6 over 10. We needed all 3 of these pieces, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to tell you a secret that you get to know that nobody else gets to know because you're listening to my videos and you deserve it. I think I might give this to you again in the future. It won't be for homework. It'll be like in class, and you'll have to get it right. But if you're doing your homework, it's not going to be that hard. If you're not doing your homework, uh-oh. Anyway, let's move on to the last part, and then we're done. How can you use multiplication and division to check your equivalent fractions in Part A? Why does this work? Well, we already did multiplication and division. Perhaps they wanted us to do the whole thing in models. Well, that's not really a problem, because we can make models out of all of this. Check it out. To save myself a little time, I'm going to copy and paste our first model. Watch, check it out. Copy, paste. Put that right there, and paste. And put that right there. Okay. Now, is it possible to take our original model and turn it into 12 over 20? It totally is. Watch. We have 10 right now, and I have to split all of that. Wait, how am I going to do that? Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to draw one more line. So I'm going to move our middle line down a little bit to right about. Oh, I could have just left it there. I'm going to draw two lines. One down this way. It's not even. One more second. I almost got it. There you go. One down this way and one down this way. Okay, sorry about that. There. Now I've made 20 pieces. Go ahead and count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down. You'll get 20. The only question is, how much is shaded? It should be 12, right? Because these are equivalent fractions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, cool. And then down here, can I turn our original model into 3/5? Yes, I can, by taking away that line. Check it out. I take that line away. Now it's 3/5. 1, 2, 3 out of 5 pieces. So we've got, it's like we have 3 different models, and they're all shaded in. And the only difference is how many lines or how many pieces we made. But the shading, the color, the red that I made, that never changed, right? And that's how equivalent fractions are. The shading is the same, but the pieces that we split the shading in, that's the only difference. And the multiplication and division shows us the math behind this. So whatever. What does that mean? How can you use multiplication and division to check your equivalent fractions in Part A? Why does this work? Well, we did that already. We multiplied the top and the bottom by the same thing to make sure the math was right. And we divided the top and the bottom by the same thing to make sure the math is right. So I guess we should say something like that. Let's say all you have to do is multiply or divide the top and bottom, and those have better words actually. They're the numerator and denominator. All you have to do is multiply or divide the top and bottom, numerator and denominator, by the same number. If your math is correct, you will always be able to make equivalent fractions. Bada bing, bada boom, doo-doo-doo. We're all done with the homework, guys. I guess I won't see you till tomorrow, and then after that, it'll be Thanksgiving break. Have a wonderful time. Thanks for doing homework with me. I'll see you later. Bye.